A blast of Arctic air is expected to chill parts of the Midwest and Great Lakes region this weekend. The polar vortex is expected to bring wind chill temperatures as low as negative 40 degrees in some areas. It could hang over the region for the next couple of days before moving east. For more on this, let's bring in CBS News meteorologist and climate specialist Jeff Berardelli. Jeff, it's going to be very cold for some Americans starting this weekend. What's on the forecast?
Especially the upper Midwest, all the way down to Chicago. Feels like temperatures negative 20 to negative 40. So let's talk about why this is happening. So typically the polar vortex is located up in the Arctic near the North Pole. However, every once in a while it breaks free and it moves to the south. About 3-4 weeks ago, what happened was the polar vortex, which is normally right there, we had a sudden stratospheric warming happen around 50 to 100,000 feet above the North Pole. It's a natural occurrence. It happens usually about every couple of years or so. Temperatures jump, again, 100 degrees. Within just a few days, about 50 to 100,000 feet above the North Pole. And what that does is it throws the Arctic completely off kilter and it displaces the polar vortex to the south. Now, last week, this polar vortex was over Siberia. Now this polar vortex is moving from Canada into the U.S., and we have a mind-numbing Arctic blast, which is headed into the upper Midwest and into the Great Lakes as well over the next couple of days. The coldest morning is going to be Sunday and Monday morning. Sunday morning feels like 35 below in Fargo, 40 below in Duluth. Look at this, 20 below in Chicago. This is dangerous cold, so really bundle up, be careful. Don't expose yourself, your skin to being outside for too long. A little piece of that Arctic air moves to the east on Monday morning into New York City and, parts of the Northeast where it'll feel like 0 in places like Buffalo. But really, the real crux of the coldest air stays in the upper Midwest. Some of that colder air will make it into the Southeast as well.
Well, I don't know if you can tell, I'm shivering throughout your weathercast, Jeff, because it sounds so cold. I think the only redeeming point about cold is when there's some beautiful snow coming. I understand that might be on the horizon. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, and every computer model run makes this storm stronger and stronger. Just about 6 days ago, we had one of the biggest storms that we've seen in New York City for several years. And now we're about to get hit hard again. And instead of it being 1 or 2 inches, now it's looking like maybe 6 to 12 inches of snow for the major cities in the Northeast. So let's show you where it starts. It starts during the day on Saturday around Kansas City and St. Louis. A little bit of snow there, probably a couple to a few inches in that area. But then it moves to the east into Indianapolis and Chicago. And as it does so, it starts to become a little stronger. Tennessee, Kentucky will get some snow as well. Here we are in the middle of the night, Saturday night into Sunday morning. Some snow is moving into D.C. and it's trying to make it into New York City. By morning on Sunday, it should be snowing heavily in New York City. Also in D.C., could be mixed with a little sleet there. Heavy snow in Philadelphia, heavy snow eventually moving into Boston as the day goes on. Look at that bright blue that moves through New York City during the middle of the afternoon. Snowfall rates, again, 1 to 2 inches per hour. The good thing about this storm is it'll be in and out in around 8 hours. So even though the snowfall rates will be comparable to what they were last weekend, because it's going to be moving so fast, that'll probably squash totals just a bit. But there's still going to be significant snow. In fact, from D.C. to Philly to New York and Boston, that purple you see is around 9 inches of snow, but when you see the brighter shades of purple here, magenta, that's closer to around 1 foot of snow. So yes, some places will see 6, 9, maybe 12 inches of snow in some isolated areas on Sunday. And then because it's so cold next week, whatever snow falls will stay on the ground for quite a while.
I like it when it's pretty and you don't have to go anywhere. All right, Jeff, thank you.